Hey, yeah, fresh out the, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go in prime time. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Vikings football. get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Cuts it to the right sideline. He's off to the races. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. And he has made this... season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the
Don't go get on time. And also, you got to be there for 6:15. Do not go far. Well,
he got all of that one out of the back of the
you can actually go if you're going to go, but just don't go far. Huh? All right.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. He's got time here. He's
Really?
wide open down the field, and he has it!
It's fast.
And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Jaden Reed, the touchdown.
Yeah.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give for Wright. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He lobs it deep middle. Big gain downfield. At the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the lead offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced way to begin a game. They got a bus ready to go full speed from the start.
Reichert set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for the Indianapolis 1st down. Richardson back to throw. And a man is there to knock
That's
that
not
away.
a big.
Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Caught quickly on the slant. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Man in motion here. 3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They motion the tight end over. Right again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. First carry now for Kyron Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the 1st defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's pushed straight ahead. That's maybe a yard at most. Jeffrey Simmons at top of the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL
Still
is
don't
hard,
try.
and that play pretty indicative of it. But here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's one quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. It's a 14-7 game. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. This is Wright running left.
Yeah.
And a massive hit at
Yeah.
the end of that play. Oh,
Hey.
baby, but he hangs on.
Yeah, what you mean?
So they
Oh,
can get that first
that's all
down.
right.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring. Now, guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Minnesota spends its second time out here. They're down to their final one in this half. He brings the offense up now for 1st and 10. A handoff for Williams, running left. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group. All 10 of them, each team has to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big jump run follows.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked
Let's
up.
go, big boy.
And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead off the turnover. One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Richardson now. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Boy, they sure found the right at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yards.
Running for the marker on 2nd.
Just wait the
And they
10.
catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Another carry for him. Again, he hits the 2nd level. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the
I
sticks.
love those spin,
Best run games in this league is balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And it sets up second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. He's got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hits the ground. Let's sort this out. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Here's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Hand up, running left, right. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
You gotta find it. Keep on looking, you got time?
Now run with right. It's on the turf, ball's out, he lost it. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And we'll see how they plays out the rest of this half with none remaining.
Trying to get this nigga to
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. A give to right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Vikings. Behind the sticks on 3rd and 13. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Another thing that's
First
good news.
doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're starting at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he stops a net loss on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane of the field, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's all hung on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone, down to the 15. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his back complete. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Getting out to his left. And the Vikings rush brings him down. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Just 4 seconds left, Brock. Only time for one play, and it's going to be a field goal try. It's 44 yards here from the left half. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
Independent kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on ESPN.
Find your bell, Cyril.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more.
Huh?
Return starts at the 3. And the dive ends
checking that really good, man.
They've got some work ahead of themselves.
It gotta be somewhere, son.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Sent to the ground by Mason Smith. No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now right. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
and 3 now. Straight ahead with Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
These aren't the plays that we need highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back, and now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running right. Here's Wright. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, gets the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's a give for Wright. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You love a huddle. Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Right again. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Wright running out of the gun. Has some space inside the 15. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. They just showed up on that run.
No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. They run again with Wright. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Record there to take on the extra points. And the Vikings push their lead to 18. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Richardson. He's on the move. Throwing deep down the near toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down. Running behind center with White. And he's brought down for a loss. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. And on third down, the Colts going with a nickel here. He running from the gun with Wright. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 4 yards, narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on fourth down. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they'll hold their lead at 18.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, kid, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
First down throw here from Richardson. On the move, hit it right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They send a man in motion. On first down, it's Richardson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Didn't read the intended target. So that brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Chased down to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. That is not a fucking pick, man. Wow.
And he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really wasn't
That's just so
this is
goofy.
what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game
Something
day.
fucking
That's what
amazing.
you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Four fucking people. And plus, I'm
That
just
one
come
right
on.
down the middle. And the Colts make it an 11-point ball game. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
And then you can know the government.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Frank gets it, headed right. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. This is Wright running left. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Wright on the carry.
That's got to be so frustrating for you when you're fighting the good fight. He even went through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this is a worm burner. He did not hit that one well. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one's marked as a 38-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Hits his running back. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Thank you.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Vikings have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. This is Wright. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Escapes out to the left. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness, right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, hence going out for the sack.
Running it with Wright, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings moments away from win number 12. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Able to find Johnson here.
I give you everything on the
Take him down at the 24-yard line.
There you go.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that, after its course of the ball, it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. They'll throw again. Richardson buys time, rolling right. This time they're going to get there. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statue SQB. This guy can run. And it wasn't the linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You've got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. To throw. To the sideline, and it is incomplete. Short of the line to gain. Wouldn't have mattered anyway on 4th down. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Now a run with Wright. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Here's a give inside to Wright. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.